the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. For a productive play on first down. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. He's moving out of the pocket. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Got it in the middle, it's Adams. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Scanning the field, it's Milroe. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's held. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
To the air on first down. Caught near the sideline, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Here on third down. Looking for a man, it's Ewers. It's complete to the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Snags it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And he made the extra point without problem. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Offense set on first down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Alabama 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown Tide.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house.
Texas.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you...
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
This offense has a second down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They get to him as he throws. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces. And they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the turnover.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there.
What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the pass is picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. This quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to get to him. Hit as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that.
It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. Brought down short of the goal line. 2-point try is no good, and it's still a 6-point game.
13, Texas, 7.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half. Got the lead and going for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the Texas offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, tune up that much yardage. Defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
Texas.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more snap coming before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Texas 14, Alabama 13.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll line up for a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The quick out. Touchdown, Alabama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Ewers. They're trying to get to it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen.
Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. He goes out of bounds, and he's not close to converting on the fake. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas, 14. Texas.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse? And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown time! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Scores for the defense.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Wide out in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. And that pass intercepted. Got some room to run. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
The sure hands. It's Bernard. Tackled immediately after the catch.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They'll try the run. Got enough space. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get...
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the stomping has commenced. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Ewers. He finds his man, makes the grab, and he's dragged down. And now on second down for this offense.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 39, Texas 14.
He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Time to take a shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a...
Lofts one high and deep. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass. It's Milroe. They're working that left side. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
That's caught. It's Bond. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Quick strike complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Here comes that Alabama offense. With this big push and they're working with Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level there.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
The give on the inside. Oh, better look out! And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff.